And Paranoia is going to help things a little bit. Mazino's able to get the first, traded back though. Cloud9 still with control of the site. You've got Xeppaa who's gone exploring. He may hit an incredible timing here while you still have the other 3 members of Cloud9 playing from main.
And you've got another Molly on that too.
Really good opportunity for delay here. Because they aren't, I mean, they're not even on it. They just now got on it. That first flank now dealt with. It's all going to be the fight up front. And it's all going to go in favor of Cloud9.
Boombot, nade, all of that. And he's gone immediately.
Dead instantly. You're just talking about all the tools that he had. And they're just not around long enough. Neither are Cloud9.
How did they just manage that? They had 2 players committing in an all-in situation because Mazino couldn't TP out. And they lost the first fight.
Runi's gonna have to win this one too, but he's caught reloading. He's from pretty far back. And I imagine Leviatán are gonna want to use that to funnel out onto the side, off the back of the Paranoia, off the back of the Cabbages, follow and fill in on the space that's been left. Taco still up in heaven. Never made his way out. kiNgg is finding more value. But it's just runi and kiNgg now.
One enemy remaining.
Both controllers. 1v1. Runi, first shots go a bit wide. He's gonna get a second shot at this. Unless kiNgg just sticks it the whole way. He's gotten it to half. He's gotten it 3/4 of the way. Pulls off and Runi gets the 1v1.
They were so good at just retaking every single round. Oh no.
There's the ult. Yikes.
And if that's not Leaf, they're reading the situation so well. I don't know what to say.
Placing swarm grenade.
They literally were postured
Swarm grenade out.
for a push. From the beginning of the round, he was already in that corner. Because of the util that got sent out, because of the omen smoke, all that sort of thing. And I like how Xeppaa was saying they don't anti, but I think one thing they do is take huge advantage of little protocol mistakes.
Gonna take advantage of the fact that they have the numbers lead. And they're gonna go exploring B. You're gonna get all the way up into tree, courtesy of Jake's ult.
I mean, they're farming so many orbs too here.
Leaf uses his ult, who has no armor, but I mean, look at how well they're zoning off any attempted an approach from Leviatán.
Sure, but Leviatán players are here this time. How much damage is he already getting?
A lot.
Oh, this flank.
Dude, they're 2 steps ahead of Leviatán.
Every time.
I mean,
Such a good wide swing as well to actually isolate Shyy and force Nazar to have to wide swing to catch up.
One enemy remaining.
Leviatán have kept it interesting by getting into these like 1v1, 1v2 situations late in rounds, but you think about the first 90% of the round, it's all Cloud9.
It's so fast too. It's incredibly fast here on Lotus. Most of the time we've actually seen them starting on this defensive side.
And that's another opener for Cloud9, another instance in which Taco just has to watch the rest of the round. Leaf already with 2.
He's up to 6 first kills in this game.
Yeah, Leaf is just having his way with everything.
Toxins going up.
How demoralizing can it be?
And it's just the beginning.
Leviatán are in a weird situation where it feels, I mean, they need to get a win out of these next 2 teams. It feels like the deck is stacked against them. They have Loud and Cloud9. And they've got to get a win to keep this like in their hands to clinch playoffs. Otherwise, they're going to tie breaks. They have a chance to miss playoffs. They really do. And right now, they're getting dominated in this first map.
Can they convert on it in a situation where Cloud9 really hasn't made a full commit to where they want to go? And that's going to open things up a lot, man. A free kill like that, a Paranoia to swing out and challenge heaven. Forcing Nazar to take a step back.
30
Forcing
seconds left.
Taco to join up with them.
Spike plant.
Is this another save? I mean, the money's not great.
No, I mean, at this point, you have to be trying to take risks to win this.
This way.
You have to.
Yeah, you just, I mean, you're absolutely right. You can't play safely any longer. Staring at this deficit, Leviatán starting to work their way out into the site. Taco falls, but it's traded back, a 2v2. We haven't seen these in a couple of rounds. They've been so decisive from Cloud9.
They're off of smoke here. This is actually
That's
tough.
a spammable angle. Oh, he's just off of it. He's just off of it. Mazino down low. He gets 3, and Leviatán are going to get another round. I mean, they have ample time. That's not going to feel good, though. Those 2 nanos still hadn't been cleared. And Shyy's able to hold them back. Lined up for him. It's just Jake now. He's got Spike, but he's being surrounded. He's going to get dropped. Try to deal with him accordingly. Meanwhile, if the timing is right on the swing from stairs, it could be good.
Oh, he's not
there
going
it
for it.
is. Do they know they're on? Oh, I think he just got spotted. The pit's gonna go. Oh, I thought that pit was gonna go down instantly. Talk about timing
What
on a
is that
swing.
pit? Look at the pit, though. What is that? He placed it on the rope, and it's going into spawn.
Yeah, that's a wonky one. Cloud9 just seems so drilled. If they're not pacey on this, Cloud9 are going to flood out before Leviatán know what's hit them.
They have to fight through a Viper wall right now. They have to rely on Taco's nade as the last line of defense, and he's down.
This has bought so much time for that flank that you mentioned just a few seconds ago. kiNgg's timing is great. Shyy's close by. And Xeppaa with 10 HP, and Mazino's all the way in
There's
backside
13
A right now.
Oh my goodness, you're right.
Left.
They're going to funnel in right behind him. And Mazino was entirely undetected.
And actually, with that context, I actually love what Shyy did, because now he has the opportunity to flank them.
It's just going to be slow, though.
Such good movement from kiNgg there.
Enemy remaining.
The round's going to be over before Shyy even gets a chance to have an impact on it.
Toxin screen down.
Runi's in a 1v3. He's got a Vandal and a Molly.
And they've fallen back into such good positions, too. Shyy doesn't even need to go and show that he's willing to flank like that. Instead, falls back to just drop the Molly on the
Toxins
spike.
going up.
Runi has way too many things he has to check.
Because the good util from Leviatán there. And they're not relying on post plant here. They're playing up close, which gives them the opportunity to give up guns.
That's so big. Runi finding the person intended to control the flank. You've got Jake close by with him. They're going to funnel out onto the
Player
site.
standing.
Ooh, kiNgg's in trouble.
He almost gets 2 there.
Cloud9 are doing a really good job actually nullifying kiNgg. You remember back to that eco, just walking way in front of his wall. But they do lose one. And this situation becomes difficult for the defense. And already Runi's being proactive about it. Xeppaa, Leaf being proactive about it, running all the way back to stack C. And Runi with a great off angle down in B main, but Leviatán looked to be making the right choice here. Grouping up his 4. And they have so much info util as well to feel out this stack. It just has to start happening a little sooner. Not necessarily in this round, but in rounds in the future, because they're running out of time often. Re-exploration for Cloud9 might cue them into the made the wrong choice a little earlier than we might have expected.
30 seconds left.
Xeppaa sells full utility for the retake attempt, so we'll see how things pan out.
All coming in the back here. Turret's gonna spot them.
Nosra does get the spike down, and the lockdown's invested instantly. Leviatán pushing their way forward because they want to take the fight into rubble, into mound. It's a 1-for-1.
One enemy remaining. Last
How's
player
Mazino
standing.
left in this?
TP out.
Runi dancing in and out of it. Now having to go forward.
Oh my goodness.
Tucking in his smoke just on the lip of it, and with 40 HP, not able to land the shots.
Poison orb.
Cloud9 has sent 3 down A main already, and the Trailblazers hot to trot. They're following behind it. That's going to put a lot of pace into Leviatán's hit.
First kill
Runi's
again.
down.
Fast flank again. How do they deal with it? Is there gonna be a flash to fight mound?
There's still 2 there. Leaf trying to push forward that flash blind.
Sure, but the
Passes
flash
the
is-
wall. Oh, blind!
Player standing.
Pure chaos. Cloud9 strengths against them.
They're just all starting to rotate back so quickly.
What is this? They've got something. I mean, magic.
Yeah, whatever you want to call it, it works. That's now 3 rifles that they have. 2. Jake just picked one up off the kill with the Sheriff. The pick goes down C. All attention towards A. And Leaf is here. He's close on sight, and he has that ult. I wonder if that's a cue for them to go. Leaf just jumps out with a stinger.
Down
There's gonna be
A.
maybe 2 detained here. No, 0.
They're going to push into the pit.
Right on the edge.
Try to fight it, and it works out. Taco and kiNgg getting 2 big kills, though. Numbers still in favor of Cloud9, but now kiNgg alone.
Spike didn't even get planted.
And with 13 seconds left, he's got to make a decision. He's got to do so quickly.
10 seconds left.
It's just out of reach. Zellsis waiting on the other side of the wall, and soon as it goes down, he's caught jumping.
He can grab it.
4 seconds.
Oh,
he's got time.
He's in the open.
Runi, oh, he pulled off.
Defender.
That's an outrageous rate. An outrageous percentage. And once again, the pace for Cloud9 continues. They're fast with it. They're pacey, but Leviatán have a couple of strong members here, and they've been able to keep them back a bit.
Taco doing a little bit of intended baiting there on Shyy to catch the last two, but ends up falling anyways. And look at the position of Xeppaa. Will he win the fight? No, Mazino. It's been so good in those instances, and now Zellsis has to pivot again. Not quite sure whether or not he can actually make it in time towards C to get that plan. Instead, it's going to go right up the middle in between both Leviatán players. Does not know exactly kiNgg's position.
The timing may work out for him. He has a fault line.
Oh, if he taps, this is going to be tough.
Clearing every corner, spotting one. Waiting for the challenge on the second that will not come.
Where did that flash just go? I mean, just completely whiffed.
He's got the fault line. He's going to take the fight, and they're both weak! They were both weak, and it's a clutch for Zellsis!
Walk through A here, too. Depending on how much info he sees, he might go for so much, but it's only Taco spotted.
See Zellsis with the fault line ready. I don't think anyone's going to be there to challenge in time. Oh, hang on. Short's got a lot. KINgg falls.
Spotted one more.
Traded back. Yeah, it looks like they're going to be able to preserve some of it.
Only one.
It's into the sideline, too. Yeah, you were right. It was not fast enough. Good flash out from Zellsis. Be careful not to overcook.
Leaf is scaling. I mean, he's just too good.
Of course he is. Zellsis steals the third.
One enemy remaining.
It's so dynamic from these guys. Leaf with the last one, too.
Another. This time well traded by Taco, though. He's got the 100 Shyy. He's got a flash. He's got a paranoia. How he's still alive just kind of blows my mind.
Oh, my.
He gets another from backside. Finally tries to vacate the site.
Great movement, but Xeppaa's here. He's going to get two.
Got one.
Hey, even with Taco finding so much value,
One enemy remaining.
they're on the verge of losing the 6th round in a row.
This is what I was talking about. This snowball is insanely good.
Xeppaa's pushed his way forward. Mazino's able to clean him up. For what feels like the first time this entire map, if I'm not mistaken, there's an opening. There's a numbers advantage, and they've capitalized on it. Jake falls 2. Now 3 kills going in favor of the defensive side. Runi and Zellsis, the only 2 that remain. The spike not planted. And resources divided. You see Zellsis starting to rotate out. Leviatán in a very disciplined manner, very patiently waiting to see where the attempt is going to come from Cloud9.
After that, timeout. We get to see a potential flawless here from Leviatán. That is definitely bringing the hopes back up. Reminder, this team is still not clinched playoffs. There is a
30
very
seconds left.
real chance that they miss out, given their opponents right now, down against Cloud9, later on, next week against Loud to close things.
Flawless.
Of all, no resistance from Leviatán. Remember on Lotus, it was very heavily putting bodies in front of the util to be broken.
This is so, I mean, this is surgical at this point. It's death by 1,000 cuts, right? Either it's aggressive and in your
30
face from
seconds
Leaf,
left.
or it's very slow, it's very methodical, but it's very calculated from Zellsis, from Cloud9. They do everything perfectly.
And I love this from Runi too. Use this drone, use this dart to add to the hit, and then falls into a lurking position with the turret.
Taco's in a position to perhaps catch a couple unexpectedly.
Oh, 2 big ones.
Yeah, KINgg gets another. Shyy waiting in the smoke. Leaf just on the other side. You start to see some of the util come through, and Shyy tries to swing, and Leaf cleans him up.
Last player standing.
Straight back and forth. It's gotten into a
enemy
1v1.
remaining.
Leaf has struggled. Oh, but it's Xeppaa who plucks Taco out of the sky.
See, specifically because of this, but I think there's a nano and the aftershock. So try to break it, but it didn't go. And Jake didn't get the cancel off, but there's a pocket back sight.
Here.
4 HP. He tried taking Shyy down and wasn't able to do so. Runi using the drone, scaling his way back up towards site with utility. Meanwhile, you've got Xeppaa who's going to be hitting in on a late flank. The timing on this is going to be real pretty again. You can see it has all the makings of it. As soon as attention is turned towards Long, he tries to strike, but Leviatán hold him back quite well. No clutch from Zellsis this time.
Here's the breach ult, and they're going to use it to funnel into the C-League.
While there was a paranoia coming in from that side. And that keeps them on the site, and that might be exactly what Cloud9 wanted. Xeppaa trying to control the spray and land one, 3v3 left.
They just flipped it all the way over to the seaside.
Yep.
So you're right. I mean, they were completely ready for that breach ult to come in and had a plan to react to it. Runi on the lurk again.
kiNgg is so weak.
Die. Feel like I've seen this round before.
Yeah.
It's just we got there in a different situation, but the position's the same. Runi on the lurk holding down the push from B. And now Cloud9 has gotten into, I mean, a crossfire on their spawn. Disgusting.
Looks like it's going to be another attempt from Leviatán to save some prized possessions and weapons.
It's round 11 again.
Revealing area.
Last round coming up. They definitely have to get the op saved, but everything else, Shyy there.
Oh, no.
But he just gave up his position. He's staying there right now. Leaf has the opportunity to strike, and with that reload, he will.
I think he was terrified that he may have been spotted by that drone, forced out, and then you're right, shoots, gives everything away, and falls for it.
It feels like an eternity since this round started. That battle in Garage lasting so long, but still a minute left, and they will eventually force their way in here. Lockdown as well to allow them to rotate off of the site. This turret right now getting broken from Nosworth allows them to set up a trap play on Garage.
Got the fault line set up from Zellsis too to allow.
They're not even holding the spike right now.
They just, I mean, they're looking to make a statement. And holy smokes are they.
They just ran through Xeppaa's own molly against Taco. There's no way you expect that. And the thing is, there's so much space now for Nosworth to clear, given what Cloud9 did in the early. Leaf is staying in such an easy position to close out the round.
Caution here.
And the double swing. And a Link in there, set up to play a post plant from this position. It's planted for them here. But can they hold this? Cloud9 are literally ready for it because of the audio cues that they've gotten.
Runi with a rare miss with the Sheriff. Zellsis is still alive. That paranoia is going to hurt. They're going to swing out from that. They've set up everything to try to pounce and get the kills they were looking for. Not able to convert any of it, though. Xeppaa's going to get the defuse. He got it halfway. Zellsis is going to have to clutch this out again. The benefit is there's an opportunity, but there was a very small one.
Something else and go for a dry walk, which would have gotten them the site without giving the cues for Cloud9 to rotate early. And now they've given him a chance to flood, but Taco instantly takes him out, and looks like they're handling this quite well.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you. You can see Leaf tried to dash his way out onto the side and catch a timing to perhaps see them unexpected, unaware. Yeah, but they handle it beautifully. Rudy still got his two with the Sheriff. Off the contact, there it is. He's nearsighted, he's stunned, and he does not get away.
It's too perfect. Here's Xeppaa. Responded by Taco, and he goes into spawn. Cloud9 still pushing long.
This is really nice from them, but the spike is backside. They may not be able to get out with this. Nosworth falls, Shyy with the trade.
Can he run towards A? He doesn't have to read to go towards A because they haven't cleared the site right now. Two players are walking in spawn. I was thinking to myself, Leviatán doesn't get into scrappy situations very often, but
My ult is ready.
it looks like they're making some interesting decisions. Shyy just doesn't have the info to go and say along. Finally, kiNgg as well comes through spawn. That's not what you expect. And Leaf, 1v1.
Taking a little bit of damage.
Dude, they are literally playing a 1v1 that you set up in custom games where all three sites are enabled right now because you have no clue where either side is coming from. Except
kiNgg.
Leaf knows he has to go local to the spike.
And there's still so much ground you have to cover. But there it is. He sees it. The spike
30 seconds left.
well within reach. Time is plentiful, but he's not looking the right way now. He is. He grabs the spike. He spots the gun barrel. The spam, but Leaf still swings out and gets the kill. 9 series point.
This
This could be the finisher. Yeah. It certainly looks like that'll be the case.
He just used a dart at the beginning of the round and insta ults. The dart gets broken and he still finds damage. I mean, what a read there. That was just completely knowing exactly what they're going to call. And the tendencies that Leviatán has shown so far, and maybe what they haven't shown, the fast C hit has not been called. I'm actually surprised that we get to this position without a timeout out of owner's side, because
Me too.
Deploying drone.
now they're down 2 and Cloud9 just simply,
Scanning
in
ahead.
these positions, they're able to easily overcome even smoking the dart.
Smoking the dart so that Zellsis can stay where he was.
And they didn't have information exactly about Zellsis there.
It's just so clean.
Jake
30
info
seconds
to
left.
doesn't get too much, but I think Xeppaa now especially. Leviatán never go into sites without giving info up first. It just never happens. It happened maybe 1 or 2 times against
Spike
Crew, and that's why I
planted.
was kind of excited to see some evolution. But it's just not happening here against Cloud9, and they needed a lot of it.
It's well done by Nazar.
Revealing
They're
air.
back in it. 2 players down in dark.
Certainly gotten a step closer, Xeppaa. Considering dropping. He does. That's just so bold. A 2v2.
Standing.
Drops down to a 1v1. Rooney there. So freaking good. Rooney with 3. The series for Cloud9.
And that's a second seed, top 2, 100% clinched up for Cloud9.